What's up, YouTube? We back with another reaction. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what y'all want me to react to next. Let's get into this bitch. This motherfucker say, dad realized his baby was eaten alive by some rats. Like, let's see. I had to see what this was about. What the fuck going on here?
I see blood everywhere.
Even the little kids are talking about seeing mice and stuff running around in there.
He was like eating alive.
When Evansville police and EMTs receive an urgent 911 call describing a grisly attack by rats on a 6-month-old infant, they immediately race to the scene. As paramedics race against time to save the child, it is the nature of the attack that leaves investigators.
Your house, that motherfucking dirty bitch. You shouldn't have had no kids living in that motherfucking crib, boy. Fuck. Fuck be wrong with people, bruh.
Wildest imaginations.
Yeah, I see his fingers. And I see that his fingers look like they've been chewed.
Early in the morning on September 13th,
Dirty-ass house.
2023, police officers and EMTs quickly arrive at the Shanabaum family home, expecting to see an injured
So you don't let your kids just go anywhere, anybody crib. The fuck shit just be filthy and trifling.
Reason behind them or something they never could have anticipated. Approaching the house, the officer can't help but notice the front porch is congested with toys, household objects, and heaps of trash.
The front porch look like that. Bitch, that is disgusting, bro. Just imagine the inside.
Greeted by Delana Thurman, the aunt of the victim, and David, the victim's father. Both are also looking after several crying children.
I walked in and found him this morning. He has a long night one.
Dirty ass house.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in a big.
Shit all on the floor, all on the table. I clean this shit up, man.
Officer Green proceeds to gain further details from Delana, David's sister-in-law. He finds out that all of the other 4 children are under the age of 10, 2 of which are Delana's children.
So you're saying you didn't have a mark on him when you went to bed?
No marks on him at all.
No mark at all. We
Yeah.
laid him down. He was happy as could be. He fell asleep. We came in here to watch some TV.
What time was that?
We put him to bed at what?
It was about 8.
About 8.
Yeah, I mean.
And then we just came here. We haven't heard anything since then.
Motherfucking nose stopped
At
up.
one time around like
Fucking Vix ain't doing a job. Bitch, I love emotion.
Moments after the officer's arrival, EMTs enter the home to tend to the victim. The officer is stunned by the ferocity of the infant's injuries.
He's got marks all over him and his fingers are like chewed off. I don't know what happened.
Like chewed off?
Didn't hear him make a sound all night.
I've been fighting a rat problem here, but I've got traps everywhere, I've got bait blocks set everywhere.
Why the fuck are you living there? Get the fuck up out of there, man. Baby can't be around there now. Look at him eating on your motherfucking kids and shit.
That doesn't happen and him not make a sound all night. Wait.
Man, so you ain't...
You can sit down. Can you talk to them? This is mom and dad get the rest. I can't talk to those people. I'm gonna lose it. Here you go. You should have seen the baby. It's terrible. They said to make a sound all night.
As more officers approach the scene, they are equally appalled by the disturbing injuries and the terrible conditions of the house that children live in.
One of the nastier ones.
That shit is filthy, bro.
Hard to contain the rage. That's not. Oh, that's it. I had to walk out.
That's why y'all got rats and shit all over the place.
But the fact that he was looking at his eyes, you're telling me he did like a sound? Yeah. Are you serious? No way. In the house, but don't have diapers laying on the floor. Like, well, I can already tell in the porch how bad.
Yeah, I showed him the picture. It's bad.
It looked like the fingers were chewed.
Like, yeah, they're like going. Like, he was like eating alive.
Like, that shit is
All of
crazy.
them?
He's gonna lose at least a couple, but the whole hand's just chewed up.
With the baby finally receiving treatment in the ambulance, it was time to dig deeper into how such a
It's gonna lose a
grotesque attack
couple
on the child
fingers.
went unnoticed. The suspects are clearly being less than truthful, and officers must get to the bottom of it. Police isolate the victim's father, David, for questioning.
You just want to take a seat. Look. Listen, just listen. I have no idea what's going on. I just got here, but I want to talk to you. But you're not under arrest or anything. But I'm gonna read you your rights before I talk to you, okay?
I was getting all the kids up, ready for school this morning.
Okay.
I went in there like I've been doing, went in there to get him up, and I see blood everywhere. So I got him up. I was like, okay, where's the blood coming from? I worked for AMR for a while.
Okay.
I was like, where's the blood coming from? You know, said, did he have a nosebleed? Did he have ear bleed? I noticed amount of blood, and I see his fingers. And I see that his fingers look like they've been chewed. Alright. And
Okay, what does he sleep in? Like a crib
he
or?
has a bassinet.
A bassinet?
Bassinet. That's all.
Look at that dirty ass bassinet. Fuck is he in the corner? Fuck the baby bed in the corner for. Look at all this shit on the floor around that trash can by the bed. Get the fuck out of there.
I like stands up, you know.
Baby
off the
fingers
floor.
you got
Okay.
chewed off and
And
shit
just
by
in
the
the corner
rat.
of the
You
room.
motherfuckers is
Never had
crazy.
any issues.
So you think the dog was chewing
What
on
the
his
fuck?
finger?
No. We have a rat problem here. I've been trying to get rid of them. I've got Terminex here. I've got bait blocks. I've got traps.
Okay.
All set. And
Move the fuck out.
it's like,
Okay.
The baby's mother, Angel Schaunebaum, was reportedly staying in a nearby mental health facility and wasn't present during the attack on the infant. David brings the officer to his son's room, where the incident occurred.
You need to get out of
If
there.
you don't want to look in there, it's fine. You just.
sleeps over. He has a packet play.
Dirty
The
ass room.
blood-soaked bassinet and boppy pillow create a scene like something out of a horror movie. A defenseless infant would not have stood a chance fending for himself against what was likely a multiple rodent attack. The officer only has time for a brief look before David becomes overwhelmed.
Okay. It's alright. It's alright. Let's get you some.
Clean his dirty ass house up.
That's my baby, you know.
I know. I know. You're gonna help him, okay?
As David paces through the house, the children are becoming restless, realizing something is very wrong. When David is able to take a minute to calm down on the front porch, officers gather near the ambulance to compare notes. Despite the house's condition, the question of how this many rodents were infesting the property and the role the adults played remain to be discovered.
That's some
The
dirty
front hand?
shit, bro. I don't.
The
It's,
right hand's the worst. The left one is, for lack of a better term, more superficial. His feet. Nothing really noted on his back. Groin area looks okay, a little bruising in the perineum.
According to the police incident report, the baby had over 50 rat bites all over his
my
body,
fucking-
despite the terrifying wounds on his left hand.
50 rat bites all over the body, not even including the fucking hands. Like, what in the fuck?
And
So the baby ain't make not one noise getting bit by them fucking rats. Y'all crazy as a bitch.
However, that had the EMTs deeply concerned about the
Y'all
child's
crazy as a
well-being.
bitch.
He would need a blood transfusion when he arrived at the hospital, as the wounds were nearly fatal.
We'll get him buckled up before
Alright.
any of us get
Oh
angry
my
enough to take
god, yeah, they don't need them. They don't need them kids. Just go ahead and take
They're
them.
not coming to the hospital.
I ain't would take nobody but kids, but take them. They don't need
I
them.
don't know how you
Fuck
would
out of
do
here.
This has to be excruciating.
I ain't with the taking people kids shit, but they need to get their kids took. Yeah, this is
While the officer continues to
Well,
speak
no,
with David,
fuck
the children
no.
are growing restless inside
Fuck
as an
no.
officer tries to calm them down.
no.
Hey, bud, it's okay.
They're all girls. They're all girls. Yeah, the little boy. You want to sit down so we can talk to you?
A call from ACS, their person, to see if they're gonna let the kids to stay.
Okay.
So we'll wait just a little bit, and then if so, we can talk here in a minute.
No, they not staying that
We're gonna
filth.
wait until one other
I
person
mean,
comes.
I didn't see you dirty as shit, but this, y'all got rats and shit everywhere, and rats and ate the baby up, and no, get the fuck out of there.
Out of this house.
Please do not ask again.
Well, let me show you things. I'll give him all this.
Hey, bud. Can I give you a hug? Can I give you a hug? Alright, bud. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Yeah. It's at the hospital, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He comes right back.
Suddenly, without provocation, one of the children says something alarming.
I saw the mouse go all day.
You did?
Yeah. Mommy, I just find it in my room wanted.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and I just scared.
So they been biting these kids.
Yeah.
And bite. And bite his feet. Very, very quick. We got this house. And on his head. We get out of this house. Mommy. When he get out of this house.
Hearing the child's haunting plea to leave is heartbreaking. They clearly recognize the danger they're all in. After a few minutes, the officers take them outside to play, hoping some activity would lighten their moods and ease their stress.
Want blue? There you go.
What's your favorite thing to draw?
Ooh, that's a triangle.
Yeah, I like it.
You like triangle. What color chalk would you like to use?
I like
Can you draw me a flower?
Yeah,
In a minute.
In a minute.
Draw a flower.
I'll make you some more.
Oh, if I can bend down.
Around this time, officers discuss their horrifying observations, planning a way to rescue the remaining children.
I told Dad that we're gonna keep all the kids here.
Okay.
Because they all need to be checked out.
I looked and I asked them if
Well,
they had boo-boos. Nobody had boo-boos.
they're all, even the little kids are talking about seeing mice and stuff running around in there.
Man,
Officers and DCS guide
that
David
shit
back
dirty,
inside to
bro.
gain a better idea of the recent
Child,
conditions of
I
the
don't
house.
know. I
In
don't even
stark
play shit
contrast
like
to the
this.
serenity in the yard, the house is in a state of chaotic disrepair. Used diapers are littered across the floor along with garbage and clutter. The house was reportedly smelling foul, and there
Like,
were a
what
number
the
of visible
fuck?
rat traps. Despite the disturbing state of the living room and the bloody nightmare in the baby's bassinet, officers still don't know that they've only scratched the surface.
The surface is more to the shit.
I pulled the stove out and got it swept out, trying to get the kitchen worked out. So I will let y'all know that's a mess in there.
In the bedroom, the team of officers photographed the mess, blood stains, and rat tracks, processing the scene and taking pictures of the area for evidence. With DCS and police
Why would you want your
investigating the
kids
bedroom
to stay
together,
in this
an
shit?
official from the DCS has a moment to share some interesting information.
You guys have pictures?
My previous pictures, let me show you.
That's right, the DCS is very familiar with the Schonnebaum family. In fact, there have been 3 ongoing cases and 1 decided case attached to David specifically. Beginning in December of 2022, there was 1 claim of neglect and 1 claim of lack of supervision. Finally, in January of 2018, David was charged with neglect of a dependent with endangerment, a level 6 felony, but the court withheld judgment, sentencing him to suspended probation, providing very
It's exactly why it happened a second time. What in the fuck is going? See, dumb shit like
recourse
this.
for his actions. In February 2021, David was charged with possession of substance, for which he received 1 year of a suspended probation sentence. While a case manager visited the home once a week, it was clearly not enough to prevent the unspeakable attack on the baby, nor did it prevent the other 4 children from potentially being exposed to serious diseases due to the animal feces and rodents.
Like,
in
what
the kitchen,
in the
the mess
fuck?
goes from bad to nauseating. In the police report, David stated he believed there was a dead rat behind the stove and decided to replace the appliance. Delana adds that this renovation caused garbage to pile up in the kitchen, making the trash situation far worse. Rats scampered away when they opened the door to the kitchen, forcing David and Delana to lock the door to prevent the children from going inside.
Is this a closet over here?
Where? I'm sorry.
The door that's next to the back door?
Oh, no, that goes to the basement.
You want me to I'm gonna go down there first and I'll see.
Little dog in the kitchen.
Guess I should.
If I can't even open it.
Motherfucking rats come flying through that bitch. Out through that motherfucker dirty ass house. I wouldn't even dare go in that bitch. Touch anything with my bare fucking hands.
You probably don't go down the basement.
Yes.
It's very rare when I open.
Yeah, there's tons of rat down here.
There's blood in the kitchen in there too.
Rat shit all over that motherfucker. Old blood.
Old blood.
I don't know. I know Bruno's been in there.
As investigators move through the house, they notice one of the family dogs has a scratch on his nose. Officers photograph the dog and begin confronting David further about his use of rat traps.
Dog got a scratch on his nose too. Yeah, I don't know what from, unless I found that rat or something.
Should have ate that bitch.
Put that food on me, show you.
Can I see that? It's okay.
But
How many of those you got around?
Dirty ass house, bro. You got a fucking mop bucket in there. Like, what is this doing right here? Why do you have a mop in your living room, dude? In your living room.
Bathroom.
They're all gone now, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I lived here for 4 years, and I didn't have a rat issue till last year.
Your sister said your dog got one last month?
He had one,
A rat?
and
No.
little dog likes to get rats. But
That explains scratch.
he had one, and it went down big. So
just fighting it.
yeah, little dog hates rats. It's a good thing.
According to
Duh,
the police
bitch.
report in a follow-up interview at the station,
Dirty ass
Delana
house.
additionally states that there has never been a rat in the children's room. However, in the weeks prior to the attack on the baby, 2 of the children told a school teacher they'd been bitten by mice on their toes. Delana suggested these marks were made by the children's bed frames. Unfortunately, the school nurse could not conclusively confirm the source of the marks. As the inspection comes to a close, David
Kids
tries
ain't
to
lying,
justify
man.
his actions once again.
They not lying about no shit like that. Like, oh, a rat bit me in my toe. No, fuck out of here. There's some shit.
But the officers aren't willing to allow him any more chances.
I would never guess this issue.
I mean,
Mice eat cheese and
yeah.
That's my thing.
No.
I don't know anything about them.
No, I don't either. I'm not saying I wouldn't have guessed. Like I said,
I've never.
I mean, if I've seen one, if I saw one, I'm just saying, everyone's got their own. Obviously, you can't just up and move or whatever. So, I mean, if you see a rat, you might not think it might happen, but I'm just saying, I mean, rats are rats, so.
David was in fact able to secure housing that same day for his family, but it was too late. DCS removed all 5 children from their parents' care soon after. Delana Thurman was charged with 2 counts of neglect on a dependent, which places the dependent in a situation that endangers them. On January 17, 2024, Delana accepted a plea agreement for both counts of her indictment and received a 2-year suspended sentence on probation. David Schonnebaum was charged with 1 count of neglect on a dependent for each of the children who had not been attacked, and 1 count of neglect on a dependent resulting in serious injury, all of which were felonies. He was on probation at the time the crimes were committed. On October 2, 2024, David was found guilty on all charges and was sentenced to 16 years in Indiana's Department of Corrections. While Angel Schonnebaum, the child's mother, was not present at home at the time, she had been present during previous interventions and visits from the DCS. Having taken no action to improve the living conditions at home,
was there too?
Angel was charged with 2 level 6 felony counts of neglect on a dependent for each of the children who had not been attacked, and 1 level 3 felony count of neglect on a dependent resulting in serious injury. However, in September 2024, Angel Schonnebaum took a plea deal and pleaded guilty to a level 5 felony neglect charge, which is lesser than the original level 3 charge. She also pleaded guilty as charged to 2 level 6 felony neglect charges. On October 24, 2024, Angel was sentenced to 9 years in prison for the charges and is currently serving the sentence at the Indiana Department of Corrections. As of the time this video was produced, there's been no update on the health status of the injured child or the other 4 children.
Yeah, that's some dirty shit. Don't have y'all kids living and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's some dirty shit. Like, comment, sub. We out of this bitch.